welcome to my channel. If you're new here, make for sure to click the subscribe button down below. Today's video is going to be a little advice video for you guys. I'm bringing my blog over to YouTube. This is something I want to do a little bit more often, at least like once a month or something. We're going to be talking about, I think it's something everyone struggles with, but we don't really talk about. And that is how to make friends and stay true to yourself and your faith. Basically just a cure for loneliness. That's a good way to put it. Now, this is not my original thoughts, and I don't think this is like really new to anyone. Like, this is just something that we don't really necessarily talk about all the time. I'm actually using this from my life management class in school, and I think it's so cool that we're learning actually how to manage our lives and live wisely, but also still have a good time here on earth. So that's what I'm going to talk to y'all about. Again, these are not my original ideas, but it is something that I feel like maybe you guys need advice on, and it's also something that I used to struggle with so terribly, but now I think I can give this advice to you guys. So yeah, let's get on to the video. So what we're going to start off this topic with is basically loneliness. There are countless people, or maybe one of you, that kind of feel alone. They want to have a friendship, they want to have friends to hang out with, but maybe they're too backward, maybe they're too shy, and sometimes we all get in a pity party. Like, I used to be this exact same way. Oh, I have no one to hang out with. I don't have any plans for tonight. We put this kind of negative space in our mind, and it's us telling ourselves that we don't have anyone to hang out with, and we're creating this sort of pity party. That's something we have to change first before we can really make friendships. Maybe we are different. Maybe we have some kind of physical disability, and we kind of get down about ourselves, and we don't really want to open up to anybody because we seem so different, when in reality everyone is different. Like, everyone has their quirks, everyone has their best abilities. Like, that's everybody. That adds to the feelings of loneliness, and we kind of just build that inside, and we don't ever like really talk about it. I think what we have to do is determine to make friends instead of just retreating that to ourselves, because if you pick those right friends, which we'll get into in a minute, they can be there to uplift you, and you can be there to uplift them during their weaknesses. I read this quote and I want to share it with you guys. Remember, a true friend is a priceless gift, and being a friend is a priceless gift to share with others. So it's kind of like a two-way street. It's kind of like your relationship with God. You have to communicate and be a friend as well. M.L. Arnold wrote, "What a pity it is that so many people are living with so few friends, when the world is full of lonesome strangers who would give anything just to be somebody's friend." And it's so true. There are so many people, they would give anything just to be someone's friend. So I think it has to start with just going up to someone and saying, "Hi, how are you?" It's kind of facing your fears. Like, it's scary. I know it is. But you're never going to know if you don't go up to them and just try. A big subject is popularity. Now, people can be popular and still be like really nice people, but sometimes popularity is not a good thing. Everyone wants to be liked, admired, and sought after, and they want to be popular. Sometimes even popularity seems like the most important in life, when it is not. I've heard so many things. I'm not out of high school, but I've heard so many things from aunts, uncles, cousins, or like best friends that are a few years older than me. Like, they have their reunion, and the people who were popular, they aren't happy anymore. They're divorced families. Popularity is not important when it comes to life, because it creates that we have to be perfect kind of thing, and we have to do what the crowd does. It's not a good idea to follow the crowd, because you go to the party, get drunk. It doesn't benefit you or your health, your well-being. Popularity is not something to seek after. I think if you seek after God, He'll give you all that you need. The next thing is how to be a friend. No matter what age you are, I feel like this is just really good advice. Number one is to listen. I get distracted so easily, but I think if you want to have friends, you have to listen, because everyone needs a good listener to trust and confide in. A good listener shouldn't yawn or like interrupt with their own problems. I feel like you should be there to help them, to give them encouraging words, and to have a positive attitude towards them and help them out, because they're just like you. They want advice. They have problems just like you, just listen to them and hear them out. The next thing is to be a dependable friend. Nobody will trust someone who says, oh yeah, I'll keep this promise for sure. I'll keep this secret, whatever. And then within the next 3 minutes, they're blabbing that secret to someone else. And then it just keeps on going. Nobody will ever trust in that kind of a friend. Being dependable is very important in a friendship. Even with my own friendships. Being dependable and being there for someone and listening to them and letting them know that they can trust me with their problems or with their secrets, with troubles, or with like a prayer request that they don't want mentioned. Being a dependable friend really does help your other friend understand and know that they can trust in you and come back to you, you know. The next thing is to be yourself. Nobody wants someone who's going to be someone else. No one wants a friend who's going to be someone else. I feel like the best you can be is yourself. For the longest time, it was about 5th, 6th, 7th grade, I thought it was cool to just follow the crowd. I really didn't discover myself up until the time that I got homeschooled. It was just a blessing in disguise because I really did discover my true self. I discovered YouTube, I discovered vlogging, all these things that God gave me. But I had to realize that there's a me. God wants me to be me and no one else, which is basically like my message for my blog and what I like to tell people, because God didn't make you to be her. He didn't make you to be him. He made you to be you. And he's got a specific purpose for you. And in order to be a good friend is to stay true to yourself and true to them by knowing that you're yourself, that you're being yourself, and that you're not trying to be someone else. The next thing is to reach out. There are a lot of people that want to have friends, but they're way too shy. And I used to be that person. I'll just read you this. Be the one that walks into the room and doesn't see the cheerleaders, the football players, or the popular kids. Be the one who sees that lonely kid in the corner of a room wishing they had a friend. Be the one to step out and show friendliness. And I think that that is so important. It just really starts with reaching out. Just taking that leap and seeing that person who you can tell needs a friend. And you in your heart want to be that friend. You want to try to understand them and know them and become friends with them. And I feel like that is a good way to start, is just to simply reach out, because there's not going to be a perfect time. Now, how to stay true to your faith in friendships is to be careful with your choice of friends. My teacher gave an example of this, and I'll give it to you. Say you're at a locker. The 4th locker down, you see someone every day. You just say hi, how are you? You don't even know your name. But like, you're friendly. We consider that a friend. But you've also got your really close friends. Like, I understand that. Like, even I have that. But you want to be careful who you choose to have as your close friends. I remember a time when I chose to hang out with people I just shouldn't have. I just remember at that time it wasn't good for me. Getting rid of the toxic friendships is very healthy for you, because you need to be in a healthy mind state and you need to stay true to your faith. A group of people that are going to encourage you is so much better, and it's so much better for your health spiritually, mentally, physically. Also, you can be there for those people who are also depending on you. So be careful in your choice of friends is my advice to you. I'll give you this verse from Proverbs 18:24. It says, "A man that hath friends must show himself friendly, and there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother." You have to just show that friendliness. You have to just step up and do it. Proverbs 1:10 and 15 says, and these are just little excerpts, "My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. My son, walk not thou in the way with them, refrain thy foot from their path." If you're walking with people that are going to tempt you, if they're not walking in the way of God, I think that's when you need to take a step back and say, hey, I've got to be true to my faith. And maybe that'll be a light to them. So take a step back and realize and know that friendship starts with friendliness. And it truly does. So I encourage you this week to just simply show friendliness. Your best friend could start with just a simple smile or just a simple hi, how are you? You gotta step out, you gotta try, and that's something that I learned. You've just literally got to step out. That's how I have the bestest of friends that I have now, and I'm not exaggerating one bit. There's no perfect time. just remember to be yourself, because no one's deeper than you. Dr. Seuss for you. You can apply Dr. Seuss to your life. No one's youer than you. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I think it was really fun to film, and it also kind of just encouraged me. I'd like to continue with this. Just simple life tips that everyone struggles with but they don't really want to talk about. If you guys want to see more, my blog is linked down below along with social medias. I have an Instagram solely for Rose Petals and Faith. If you want to go follow that, that's below. Give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comment down below what you guys would like to see or advice that you guys would love to hear. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. There might or might not be a giveaway in the future. Be subscribed, click that notification bell. Love you guys so much. I'm praying for you. I hope you've had a wonderful day, and I will see you guys very, very soon in my next video. Bye!